The Innovation Hub, as most of you might already know, runs a Maxim business incubator that focuses on accelerating the commercialization of technology-based startups. We operate as a technology business incubator. Our focus is not more on the technology, it's more on how do you take the technology into market, how do you commercialize the technology. And what we do with the event that we're running today is we try to match entrepreneurs with researchers who have got near market technologies that are ready for commercialization.
What we're about is we're trying to open doors to new opportunities in a slightly different way. So what we're trying to achieve is create an avenue of accessibility and awareness to the opportunities out there for the youth. And through that avenue, what we're trying to do is create an effective link between ourselves, organizations out there, and the youth that need access to this type of information.
Our vision is to become a market leader in inclusive renewable energy business models using the demand for energy to stimulate rural economic development with relevant technology and to energize the bottom of the pyramid. We have two technologies. The first one converts any biomass into charcoal, oil and gas concurrently. The second technology is a domestic cogeneration unit or combined heat and power unit. It uses the charcoal produced in technology 1 to provide heat for a stove, an oven, a geyser, a space heater. It generates electricity via a small steam turbine for lights, radio, cell phone charger, TV, and we have the steam coming off for ironing and other jobs also.
Now, there has been a global increase in the demand for new natural cosmetic ingredients, and CSIR has realized the great opportunity that exists in exploring the economic potential of South Africa's rich plant biodiversity. The CSIR's bioprospecting research and the interaction with indigenous knowledge holders of South Africa on the use of these plants for treating skin diseases and for cosmetic purposes have led to the identification of new natural cosmetic ingredients. Okay, these ingredients have been developed into hair care and skincare products.
We have started with 4 very useful items when you have no electricity: a radio, a table lamp, a cell phone charger, and a laptop charger. Whether there's electricity or not, they always work. They don't need batteries. They don't work with solar or any other type of technology that needs installation. It's the newest generation kinetic technology, and its secret lies in a greater kinetic amplification than anything else.
But that is a big consumption of energy to dismantle the water molecule. One of my business partners from Romania, Dr. Marin Radu, find by mistake a solution by using nanocarbon, which increase, because the production of hydrogen and oxygen and water electrolysis depend by the surface of the electrode. He find that nanocarbon, 1 gram of nanocarbon together with a specific membrane, electrocatalytic membrane, increase the surface of contact for electrical power up to 2000 square meter for every gram of nanocarbon.
It's not about getting knowledge, but the value of knowledge comes from how you use it and how you interact with it. And that's what the Ideas Theme Park is about. It's a knowledge management system, and we call it a creative knowledge management system because we believe that the future belongs to those who create it. Creativity has become a skill.
Normally in transformation of people, especially in poverty-stricken communities, you find people that they normally have dreams, but achieving those dreams, there's a lot of things that deprive them to achieve such dreams.
After robot is an innovation in the mobile public transport sector, what After Robot will do is that it will make taxi drivers and the commuters aware of locations. This will make commuters be aware of the taxi routes and where they are, and it will also make them plan ahead for their trips.
The brief was that the entrepreneurs would be pitching for funding, okay? And so we've assessed all the presentations based on that brief.
I sat there asking, but what is your market? Who is your market? How is your go-to-market strategy? And questions like that were not answered. If I'm gonna put money on a business, I need to be comfortable enough that you understand your market, how you're gonna navigate your market, and still make the kind of money to be able to pay me back.
How do you make money out of this whole thing? What's the business model? And at what price are you going to take this thing to market? Who are the competitors? And what is your differentiation point?
Yes, as a funding institution, I'm more interested in if I put my money into a particular project, will that project be able to pay me back, firstly? Secondly, I would like to know that the business model is sustainable, that you are working on better improving your product and making sure that you're becoming more and more innovative as you go along. And lastly, I'd like to know that you are adding value to a particular industry, that you're just not replicating what's out there and finding better ways of doing things.
In many cases, it wasn't clear what you actually wanted. The presentations were interesting and there's some good products out there that you're working on, but what do you want from this audience? Or what did you want from the panel? That wasn't clear. Did you want money? In one case, we heard certainly yes, we were looking for distribution channels, we're looking for people to help sell the product. That's great. So remember to be very clear in terms of what is it you want from your audience. Okay, so I think that probably wraps it up. Please don't see it as being too harsh. We came in with relatively, the objective was to see where perhaps we could give you guidance in terms of how to improve your pitches in the future. So if we've come across as maybe a little hard, please don't see it like that. I think you're doing great stuff. There's some really interesting stuff going on there, and good luck.
Our main focus is to assist people to develop their products and take them to market at minimum risk and at minimum cost. The center has a wide array of infrastructure as well as expertise, which we use to try and establish a bioeconomy in South Africa. My key advice to entrepreneurs is to be able to set a vision properly, then to convert that vision into objectives, and to be able to achieve those objectives while achieving their vision, and always stay towards that dream. The key thing is to dream big and to be able to live that dream. That's my key advice to entrepreneurs.
These are technologies that we license to industry partners, entrepreneurs, whoever's interested in putting the products on the market. And well, the advice now to entrepreneurs is that, with the MCC regulations, all the products that are on the market, they need to have clinical data supporting the claims on the use of these products. So it's really important that they get all the R&D completed and clinical data thereafter. And it's really important to have safe, high quality product on the market.
What we did this year is run a pitching session for entrepreneurs that are working on their businesses that are close to commercialization. They had a chance to pitch to a panel of people that have got experience in financing, people that have got experience in the technical aspects of the businesses. What we picked up from the feedback from the panelists today is some of the entrepreneurs focused more on the technology, not on the business side of it, not not on the marketing side of it, or exactly how much they need from investors if investors were to invest in their businesses. After the pitching sessions, we ended it up with a facilitation of a game called Superpreneur, which shows entrepreneurs some of the tricks that they need to know when they run businesses. But most of all, it looks at the attributes that are required by an entrepreneur to make it in business. And I think the entrepreneurs were excited. I went around looking at what they are picking up from the game. And I think the most important thing is they realize that it's not only the technical knowledge or the paperwork in the business that's required, it's also the attribute of the entrepreneur that is very important to ensure that the business succeeds and they are able to make it in the marketplace.